Hello. We're entering the season of Advent. During that time, we emphasize the four great themes of the Christian calendar of hope, peace, joy, and love. Today, I want to address the theme of hope. It's important during this time in our history. One of the activities that keeps me sane during these challenging and interesting times in our nation's history, and one that grounds me spiritually, is outrigger canoe paddling. I relish my time on the water. The connection to the land, the wind, the sky, all fill my soul as I become increasingly aware of the beauty of my surroundings here in Maui, a place I proudly call home. Paddling has deep roots in Hawaiian culture. It was in canoes that our forebears made their way to the islands. The ba'a, or canoe, was both a source of sustenance and defense, and was revered as a sacred vessel by all the islanders. The canoe and outrigger canoe paddling remind me that I am now in that lineage, connected to the current moment and to a rich history that I don't take for granted. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I typically see several pink canoes approaching mine as I steer my ba'a back to the clubhouse. The pinks, as they are called, are a group of paddlers that have survived some form of cancer. You must be a cancer survivor or a caretaker or a care partner to paddle with the pinks. The joy these folks exude as they paddle by my canoe and shout out, "Aloha," always brings a smile. They each have a story to tell, and one that for now has a happy ending. I delight in telling the visitors of their boats and the joy that they have and the reason for that joy. The pink's real name is mana'olana, the Hawaiian word for hope. It's a quality they have to reach deeply for and had to hold tightly to as they endured, in some cases, years of chemotherapy, immunotherapy, radiation therapy. Their care partners had to encourage them as well as they accompanied them on the journey. That, I'm sure, was fraught with frustration and fear as they faced an uncertain future. Whether you know that struggle all too well or your life has been amazingly healthy, we all understand the uncertainty and the accompanying fear as we read the news and engage in conversations regarding the trajectory of our country at present. Chaos, frustration, and fear have left many of us shaking our heads in bewilderment, with little hope for the future. I wonder if we might not glean some inspiration and learn a lesson from the pinks at this moment in our lives. Perhaps we'll have to reach deeply within ourselves to seek the presence of the Holy One, so that we might discover our own mana'olana. Or we may need to look around and realize anew our connection to all that surrounds us and our rich history, which has had many highs and lows. We're not the first generation to live through challenging times, and we won't be the last. But how we live through them will determine our future and set a course for the generations that follow. Our path forward may temporarily seem hopeless. At times, you may have wanted to give up in despair or lash out in unproductive ways. If that's how you're feeling currently, I invite you to consider the journey of the pinks. Perhaps imagining yourself in the canoe with them. Feel their fear and uncertainty, but also soak in some of their optimism. Be blessed with that deep and abiding mana'olana, which has gotten them through the darkest night as they survive to embrace another day of possibility, of hope. It's a way of living that is courageous, captivating, and contagious. The God of hope is always with us. May you be blessed as you embrace hope today and every day.